Hello again, everybody. It is Friday, November the 30th, and this is Mr. Eichler's weekly webcast. Got a bunch of stuff to go over today, so sorry for if this one's a little bit long. To begin with, the homework tab. I want to remind you all that the flu season is coming, and if it's not already here, and kids are going to be out. And when they are, you can get all of your missing assignments from the homework tab in their school books section of their OneNote. So if you're ever wondering, what to do, it's all right there. And if I need to, I'll always have detailed instructions there. I tend to put a little bit more in there if someone is out sick so that they'll know what to do and how to do it, and more importantly, where to find it. So again, if you are out, check the homework tab somewhere around 2:15 in the afternoon. I usually get that done, and give it a couple of seconds to update and refresh, but safely by 2:15, you should be able to see that day's homework. And speaking of cold weather, was I? No, not really. It's cold weather outside. It's here. The winter is slowly descending upon us. And please dress for the weather, dress for the cold. Make sure on cold winter days that they have their cold winter jackets. If it's at all possible, we will go outside on cold days. And if they just have a little thin sweatshirt, I can't let them go outside with that. And if they want to send in a sweatshirt to keep at school, to keep on the back of their chair if they get cold during the day, that would be just fine too. Please remember, put your names on all the jackets, all the sweatshirts, because when they lose it, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. When they lose it, we can get it back to them. Minecraft. They have been working really hard the week before Thanksgiving break and the beginning of this week and finishing their Minecraft projects in math, just my math kids. And they are awesome. They have really outdone themselves. They had to design a rectilinear house, draw out a simple blueprint on paper, and then build that house to spec in Minecraft, all the while keeping in mind the concepts of area and perimeter and solving area and perimeter for not only square and rectangle, but rectilinear shapes as well. And they're just phenomenal. If you get by the school, take a look out in the hallway in front of the classroom. All of the projects are hanging up. And if you look in the post below this one, there is a link there that you can see all of their video presentations and having them take you through their houses and showing you their creations. So check that out if you would. Speaking of stuff in the classroom, division. I know you're excited, right? Nothing better than partial product division or partial quotient division, for which we have absolutely no idea what he's doing. I included a walkthrough video, that will help you, parents, understand this partial quotient division process if you don't already know what it is. So please do check that out, and that is in their math section. The kids know where it is if they didn't share it with you. If you've had a kid go through fourth grade, you're probably a little bit more familiar with it and you know what to expect. But again, if you do need the refresher, that video is there for you. Also, if I can personally just ask you all, please, I beg of thee, don't show them your way. You're only going to really confuse them by showing them what we call our standard algorithm, the way we learn how to do it. It's really confusing to try to do, or to see both of them at the same time and do it this way, no, do it that way. So if you would, please, I beg of you, don't show them your way, our way, the long division way. I would be really, really grateful. Thank you so much for that. A couple of announcements from around the school. The holiday love donation for our support staff. We are currently collecting money for love donations for our support staff, and the collection will be divided amongst all of our custodians, food service workers, and crossing guard, ASP staff, and office clerical staff. So if you would consider a donation for these people, you can send in your cash or check payable to TRIT PTA and mark the envelope love donation, and then we'll have the kids place it in the safe by Monday, September 17th. And your gifts and presents, your gifts will be presented on Thursday the 20th. So thank you all for your support for our support staff. Holiday magnets and photos went home this week, and it's a little baggie with a magnet photo with 2 pictures on it. If you want it, fantastic. They cost $12. Just send that back in the envelope. If you don't want it, just send back the magnet and we'll send them on up to the office. And no harm, no foul there. And finally, Cobb Regional Technology Competition, open for 3rd through 5th graders. A orange piece of paper went home yesterday with all the information on it. And I'd love to get these guys registered as part of our technology team. Our competition will take place on January 26th at Kennesaw Mountain High School, but to participate, you have to register. And look for that piece of paper, or you can contact Miss Pascal or Mrs. Bates for more information here at school. Looking ahead next week, I don't know what happened. The holiday break, everything, it got away from me. Technically, we should have had lunch with the doctor today. I've kind of spaced it, and I'm sorry for that. We will be having lunch with the doctor next Friday, and that is December the 7th, 6th, 7th, I think. We'll have lunch with the doctor next Friday, and we will be showing Season 5, Episode 1, The 11th Hour, and this is the premiere of the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith. First 2 seasons are pretty good. After that, they kind of get a little wonky. What's going on in the classroom? Well, as we talked about in math, we're done with our Minecraft projects. We're on to division. In reading, we have been taking notes this week. We've been reading an informational text and learning how to take good notes. And in writing, we've been using those notes and translating that into informational paragraphs. And that's all going to tie together next week when we write a whole research paper. I know you're excited. I know I am. In science, we have been looking at our planets that we have built and creating continents and dividing those continents up into biomes, into tundras and rainforests and deserts and all those other fun places. And in social studies, we have been learning about the Bill of Rights. Nothing is more important than our Constitution and Bill of Rights in social studies as far as I'm concerned. And thus far, we have discussed the First through the Fourth Amendment. And for giggles, ask them what the Third Amendment is. See if they can tell you. It's the one that says that no military can be housed in our homes. See if they can remember that one. No one ever knows the Third Amendment. It's a good trivia question. Everybody, thank you all so much for tuning in, and have a fantastic weekend.